Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome once again to the mess hall here at Dr. Jet Laboratories, where when news breaks, we fix it. Here is something you folks haven't seen in a while, and over here is something you folks haven't seen in a while. Let me break these out and show them to you. This obviously is the Bat Boat. Here be the Bat Boat. And get these crap off of here. Look at this nonsense. You'd think I'd designed it better than that. Anyway, here be the Bat Boat stuffed full of jam foam with a nice little space here for a battery and a cutout for the linkage. And remember the first time I ran this, there were no turn fins or trim tabs. And it did a really good bat turn every time I turned. So I put some turn fins on it, and that settled the bat turn down a whole bunch. It handles a lot better, but it tends to run listing to one side. So I've installed these trim tabs. Now, granted, they're a little long, but I do have a shear in the Stink Bug Works, and I can trim off, what do you think that is? 3/8 of an inch. I can bite 3/8 of an inch off real quick. But with these trim tabs, I can trim it a little bit. And I was running a 1.9 pitch prop on this thing initially. I'm going to drop down to a 1.4 pitch prop because I think it's going to help with the torque and the prop steer business. Another thing I'd like to add about this hull before I put it away is, even though it's kind of top heavy, these figures aren't light, it never really showed a tendency to flip. And I think it's because it's so wide and it has these flatter panels out here, but I'll leave that for you boat designers to either confirm or deny. So there's the Bat Boat, and I just added a little foam just to have some foam because I needed a place to keep it. And then the next thing I'd like to show you is, see how you can just throw them around. You remember this one? Boys and girls, do you remember this one? This is the H&M Mozilla, recently completed. It too has a bunch of jam foam in it, and it's powered by a Steve New 707 motor. That's the equivalent of a 20-sized motor. And oh look, I have a battery in here that's discharged. It's in storage charge, so I'm storing it here in the boat. But you can see there you are. It's ready to go for initial testing. I've got I believe this is a 1.4 pitch 30 millimeter prop. So there you go. Now, why am I showing you these boats that this one's never run? That one's only run a couple of times. Why am I showing you these? I'll tell you why. Yesterday, let me get some jet juice here before I break the news. Yesterday, I went by the concession stand / ranger station at Lake Hodges. And I walked in, and actually I had the micro drifter in the case, and I walked in and said, "Can I speak to the park ranger?" And this nice young gal came out, and she was real suspicious of me at first and said, "Okay, what's the problem?" And so I said, No, ma'am, not a problem, just a question." And I opened the box and I said, Can we run these? Oh, sure, no problem. Yeah, people have done that here before. Can we do it? Can you show us how to do it? It's like, oh, you mean government officials that are friendly? Oh my God. Breaking news, boys and girls. Government people that are friendly. I need to write this down. Write this down on my calendar because anyway, Lake Hodges is closer than Lake Poway. I have to find a good spot to run it on. According to the rangers, I can go off the beach there at Del Dios, but it's kind of a shallow sloping bottom at that end. By the boat launch ramp, it's much steeper, but access isn't as good. And quite frankly, I want to be on the downwind part of the lake. That way, if anything happens, it's going to drift closer to shore while the rescue goes on, rather than further away from shore while the rescue goes on. So I may go up there today and just do a little walk around. I did construction management on a pump storage facility there. This thing's amazing. It's an 11-story building underground with these 2 huge pumps that pump water up these 11-foot diameter pipes up into the lake above. And they do that at night when electric rates are low and demand is low. And then during the day, they drain water from the lake down through this pump station, and they generate 40 megawatts. So, you think of 750 watts in a boat being a horsepower, 40 megawatts. That's 40 million watts. The pumps on this thing are amazing. They're only about, 4 feet in diameter, maybe not quite a foot tall, 3/4 inch stainless steel, and they ride in these conical bearings, but I digress. But it's a cool structure, but you don't want to run your boats there because they'll suck your boats up and pump them 1,000 feet to the lake above in pieces. So do not go near that inlet. So that's pretty much it for now. That's the breaking news. I have a pond. Now I got to find a good spot at the pond, but I have a pond. Until next time, boys and girls, jet out.